United fan, Mr. Abs. So, is United cursed with injuries? This looks like same old.
Oh, it looks like it, doesn't it? I thought maybe the start of this season would be different. It's the same old story, so I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe it's to do with Ten Haag, maybe it's the medical staff, maybe we're cursed, like you said, who knows?
Yeah, so it looks like might be cursed. So, we had 67 injuries last season. We never started the season yet, and it's two players already down, big players. Rasmus Højlund, Lenny Yoru, new signing. So, how do you think that will impact our start of the season?
I think it's not ideal. Yoro's looking really good from, obviously, well, he's going to play the game, but he's looking really good. Rasmus's goal against Arsenal was good.
Yeah.
So I think those two probably would have been someone who might have made a kind of a key impact, key difference. But we've got a decent squad. Let's see how we get on.
So let's get into the thick of it. United next season, where do you think they'll finish? Well, the main question is Erik Ten Haag. Will he survive till December?
You know what? I'm still Ten Hag out. I know it's probably not a popular opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, it's a tough one. That. I mean, let's see how we get on first couple of games.
Yeah.
I think the media kind of holding back because I know United are doing stuff in the transfer market. But as soon as we have a couple of games where we don't get the results that we want, I think the media are going to be all over Ten Hag, and I think his position is going to be untenable by maybe end of Christmas, just before Christmas maybe.
And as you can see, Ruud is back at the club, so he could be potentially to take over the new Ole, to take over Erik Ten Hag. That's why I think they brought him in.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting what we've done over the summer. We've hired two coaches who are two ex-managers, so it's interesting. I don't know why they've done that. Maybe I don't know, but maybe I'm not aware of what other clubs are doing. I've not seen United do that before to that extent. So maybe they're thinking if they get rid of Ten Hag, they don't need to bring anyone else in. They've got two managers there who play a similar style of football. I don't know.
Yeah, so the another talking point is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Would you keep him or sell him? Because personal terms agreed now with West Ham.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard about that. I think it's interesting. Defensively, obviously, as who's watching this video is probably going to know this, one of the best.
We're going forward now.
Just like in the FA Cup as well. Doku had him locked. I think a team like United needs someone who's going forward, needs to attack. So I think he's just not the right profile for us.
What do you think of the new player they're going to potentially bring in to replace him? Mazraoui, Wari?
Mazraoui looks good. I've seen a few highlight reels. I mean, everyone looks good. Even Fred looked good. Highlight reel, to be fair. No, he looked good. I remember when we signed him, I was like, oh yeah, this guy looks really good. But yeah, he looks good on the ball. I think that's the key thing for us. We need someone who's comfortable on the ball, who can actually run with the ball, which I think Mazraoui can.
Yeah.
Potentially better than Dalot. Probably not a popular opinion. He's looked good, but I've not seen him a full 90 minutes, so I'll reserve my judgment until I've seen him play a few games. If he signs.
If he signs, yeah. Another big one is Mr. Casemiro still at the club.
Casemiro still at the club.
We tried offloading him in Saudi Arabia.
I mean, last season he was horrendous.
This first season was
for whatever reason. First season he actually made an impact. Let's see what he does this season. I mean, if he's not performing by December, we could probably get rid of him in the January market. I mean, for free, just get the wage bill off the books. But I don't know. Let's see. If he starts well, he's definitely an asset to the club. I think if he's playing well, he will make us better.
Manuel Ugarte, a loan deal could be potentially over the line in the next few days. What do you think of him if you bring him in to partner Kobe Manu?
Yeah, I mean, I think what we were missing last season, especially against teams who were keeping the ball, even against everyone, to be honest, because most of the season the other team were controlling the game, and for a Manchester United team to be like that is a disgrace, to be fair. So I thought I'll just put that out there. I think we need someone who's willing to take the ball if the team's run. He will run and run and run. That's what we need. We need more energy in the midfield because Casemiro, I mean,
He's not got the legs.
as
on
good
him.
as he is,
Not got the legs.
I don't think he's ever been quick. Whether he's got the legs or not, that's a different story. But we need someone who's got the pace, the energy, the drive. I think that will make us better. So, yeah, from what I've seen so far, I think if it's on loan, that's perfect. Because then we don't really have to sign him. But it depends on, obviously, the terms of the agreement.
Yeah, performs in the first. Scott McTominay, another one. Eric Ten Hag wants to keep him, but
He has to go. No,
Ineos
for
wants to sell him.
me,
He has to go.
it's
now.
not. I don't really need to think about this one. McTominay for me, out the door. If someone's willing to pay more, if someone's willing to pay 20 million, 23 million, whatever the bid was from Fulham, let's
Accept
get
it
rid.
and, get rid.
I will drive him there. He is not a number 10 for Man United. He can hardly pass the ball. He's got height. Super sub role maybe is okay, but we don't need people like that. We need people comfortable on the ball who can create and then let our strikers score goals, and McTominay's not one of those players.
Also another one we need to get rid of, either Harry Maguire or Lindelof to bring in Matis De Ligt,
Either, both.
because we definitely need De Ligt now with Yori's injury.
Yeah. If we're stuck with Maguire and Lindelof again for Fulham, it's all over. Ten Hag will be gone
By
by October. If that's
yeah.
what we've got, he's out. There's no way we can start with not McTominay. I was going to say, even if McTominay starts, we're screwed, to be
He
honest.
did last
If we
season.
get Maguire and Lindelof again, it's all over for Man United. We might as well pack up and just not even bother anymore.
Yeah, so the next one is Anthony. He had a strop. He got injured in Real Betis game. I think we should send him out on loan. What do you think?
It depends. I mean, if we can get rid of Sancho to PSG, if that's a deal that's going to happen,
Yeah.
then wingers wise, we've got 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Then in that case, I think we've got 1 too many at the moment.
Yeah.
So we do need to get rid of someone. I think the one with the most value probably is Sancho. We can get rid of him. Yeah, we can keep Antony. But I think Ahmad at this moment in time, way ahead of him. Way ahead.
Also got Frederick Pellistri as well. He's in the youngster. And also, we did the money, another heist. We poached the Arsenal player.
Yeah, I mean,
16-year-old. He could be I think his third.
he looks
behind
good.
Xerxes to start, if he does start.
Yeah, I mean, he's 16. We don't really have many other strikers. Maybe he was promised some first team football this season. That's where he joined, because he's probably looked at Man United. He looks at the squad. We literally don't have any strikers. We've signed. I know we've just signed Xerxes. Rashford doesn't want to be a striker. He might have to be, but to put a 16-year-old in the first team, it's a big risk.
Yeah, so Rashford can swap, and then you got Xerxes, and then I think this one, 16-year-old might.
I think he might be on the bench.
Last 20
But
minutes.
we've got options. We can pay false nines. We can do lots of things.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's going to start many games, if at all.
So the last one is, where would Man United finish next season?
Well, if we can sign the players we've been linked to, I think we'll be close to top 4. Although I don't think that's our kind of. We've been told we don't need to finish in top 4, which is.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think of that. Yeah, potentially we could be top 4, but I don't think we're going to be in there. It won't be like we'll be in there all season. I think we might manage to scrape. We will be in and out of the top 4. We might scrape in, but it really depends on how we start the season. Because last season, I think the season before that, we started pretty slow. So we need to get off to a good start. But if we're stuck with Maguire and Lindelof, I have to say this again, it's all over.
We're finishing not 8th, but 9th, maybe 10th, below Chelsea. We don't want that.
Yeah, no, I think to be fair, like I said earlier, for me, Ten Hag out. Although we have won 2 trophies, which is great, that goes down in the record books. But the way we were playing against even the teams who are not classed as the top 6 or whatever you want to call them, it was poor. They were dominating us. That cannot happen, regardless of who we've got in the squad playing the 11. It's something to do with how they're coached. It's not right.
So the last question, the final question. If you look behind us, like everyone can see that needs refurbing. A new stadium is probably in the pipeline now, so history will be gone if you get a new stadium. So what do you think in the comments? What do you think new stadium is most likely now?
It's a tough one, this. I mean, I'd love a brand new shiny new toy, a brand new shiny stadium. However, yeah, like you said, the history of Old Trafford, it's got years and kind of generations of people
The Fergie,
who've
Matt
come
Busby's.
watching.
Yeah.
Just like maybe it could be someone's granddad, they've bought their son, they've bought their son, they've bought their daughter, they've whatever's happened. There's generations of history here, so it's a tough one. But for us to compete at the highest level, for us to bring in an increased income, we're gonna have to do something, and unfortunately, it might start with a new stadium. So I don't know. I mean, to be tough one. I probably would like to keep it if we can refurb it at a reasonable cost. But if it's not financially viable, then it has to be a new stadium. We need the money coming in.
So there's talks of a new stadium for £2 billion over the next 6 years, but that will leave a short on buying players, which is why it looks like they're investing now on youngsters like 18-year-old Lenny Yori, 22-year-old Xerxes, another 16-year-old. So it looks like Ineos is just trying to get the youngsters in, develop them, and not probably spend too much whilst the stadium's getting built.
Yeah, I mean,
2030s.
if we can follow the model that Man City have kind of used and Chelsea have used, I think, really well, that's the income we need. I mean, like I've heard people say, that's classed as pure profit because there's someone who's coming through the youth system. I think if they've been there for 3 years in the youth system, under the age of 21, they get classed as a homegrown player. And then that's pure profit. We need to be doing that. We need to be signing the best young players from throughout the world, bringing them in, send them on loan, sell them for a good price, and then that will help us a lot. We need to do that.
So that's it for today's news. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share Universal Sports. Let's get up to 500 subscribers. We're already on 206 subscribers, so let's reach the 500 target, and which is where we'll be giving a free giveaway.